What is good, y'all? Oscar here with a new video, and this is going to be discussing the Washington Commanders beating the Atlanta Falcons by the final score of 24-16. Look, hey, Washington finally didn't give up a game where they gave up, 30 points? But I'm going to talk about that coming up here and seeing if the Falcons were really that bad and if it was bad coaching or if Washington really deserve that win. But before I do, don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you're finding me for the first time. Also, don't forget to share this video and also comment because I'd like to know your thoughts. I'm usually a objective Commanders fan because Washington just doesn't know how to win. But let me know. Let me know what you guys think about this game. But let's go ahead and let's talk about this game. Like I said, Washington won 24-16, and honestly, I'm gonna go with the positives real quick. Real quick. Sam Howell, 3 touchdowns, no picks. Really solid game from Sam Howell. I honestly think that the offensive line is putrid, y'all. And I honestly think that Washington going 2 for 10 on third down is all in the offensive line because Sam Howell had a pretty solid game. Like I said, 3 touchdowns, no picks. His decision making was all right. Some drop passes by De'Ami Brown. I honestly think that De'Ami Brown shouldn't even be playing anymore. I think he just has hands like a snake, hands like butter. Get rid of him or deactivate him. Have Jamison Crowder be and I'll address Jamison Crowder here in a second, but have a different guy out there, maybe Byron Pringle. I don't care. I just don't want to see De'Ami Brown anymore. De'Ami Brown just not the guy that we expected. Got him in the 3rd round 2 years ago, and has just not panned out. But Terry McLaurin was busy early on. Had 4 catches in the first half. Was quiet throughout the rest of the game, but did have catches here and there. I don't know the percentage of the completions and all that. I don't have the stats. I'm not a typical guy that gets stats right off the bat and address it here on the YouTube channel. Maybe I should get better at that, but let me know what you guys think. Other notes: Antonio Gibson was solid. Had a few big runs. Brian Robinson had, aside from that touchdown reception that somehow ended up being a touchdown, really quiet. Again, I feel like Ron Rivera and Eric Bieniemy, they say, "Oh, we want to run the football. We want to run the football," but they end up throwing it more often instead. So I honestly don't know what this identity of this football team really is, because Washington is really solid when running the football when given the chance. But like I said, they prefer to run it. Again, I don't get it at all. I don't know what's going on with, again, Ron Rivera and Eric Bieniemy, but it is what it is. Jack Del Rio, the do your job sign actually came to fruition. No Eric Forbes this game. He was actually benched the entire game. Danny Johnson stepped up nicely. Had a few pass defenses. Almost had a pick. Did have the penalty that extended the drive towards the end, which I would have chewed his head off if that would have been the case, if the Falcons would have been able to score. But the defense did what it needed to do today. Bend, don't break defense. Again, 3 interceptions. One by Kendall Fuller. I think it was in the 3rd quarter, if I'm not mistaken. I think 3rd quarter when the Falcons were driving. Another one in the red zone by Ben St. Just. Again, in the red zone. And then the 3rd by Jamin Davis. Congratulations to him. Got his first career interception. He's trying to, step up, make a big play as a linebacker. So pretty solid for him. Congratulations go out to him. Defensively, Chase Young, Montez Sweat, Casey Toohill, man. And I'll adjust Montez Sweat and Deron Payne also here in a second. Casey Toohill, man, he came to play. You know, what had a what had a couple of sacks, a few tackle for loss. Casey Toohill stepped up for Montez Sweat, who got hurt with I think it was they said it was a thumb injury, so hopefully he's okay. But I honestly think that our front seven is good enough and deep enough where if Chase Young or Montez Sweat, even though those guys need to get paid, they can't afford injury if they want to get paid. They can't miss time. So, but Casey Toohill and whoever else we got there, Jamie Smith Williams, guys like that are out there. So pretty solid there. Daron Payne, don't know what the injury was. I think it was like a hand injury or something like that. But he was able to come back and finish the game. But we'll see if that'll linger. Because you need defensive guys really need to use their arms and hands to get in and make sure they get tackles and all that good stuff. But we'll see how that goes. So those are my guys. What stood out to me defensively. Again, no Emmanuel Forbes, which was warranted. I mean, for the fact that you got burned in 2 games in a row, says something. So you deserve to be benched. And Danny Johnson played solid, and Benjamin St-Juste played solid, and Kendall Fuller played solid. So it's looking like Emmanuel Forbes, unless he comes back next week and proves something, maybe a bust. To be continued, that conversation. Jamison Crowder, special teams unit. Props. Jamison Crowder, that 61-yard punt return was what juvenated that offense and propelled that offense, because Washington got the field goal, went down, got the field goal, and then the Falcons got the touchdown. Really, Kyle Pitts really had his way in that first drive. Not Kyle Pitts. Drake London. Got his thoughts about him. In that first drive. So, but again, the defense came back, got a stop, and then on that punt return, led Jamison Crowder 61 yards. Could have gone all the way, but the punter got him at the 11-yard line, and then the rest is history. Antonio Gibson got the touchdown. So there you go. So special teams unit came, propelled the offense somewhat in that first half. And this is why not to say anything, but I feel like the Falcons did everything in their power to lose this game also, and I want to address this. The coach just too aggressive, and you could tell that the announcers really wanted the Falcons to win. I mean, Matt Ryan, the former Falcon, he really wanted the Falcons because they kept on bringing, the comeback last week, the comeback against Green Bay. They just kept on bringing it up time and time again. So, and it didn't work out that way. So just, the Falcons did everything in their power to lose, from Desmond Ridder just honestly, two delay of games. He almost got another delay of game. 3 interceptions thrown by Desmond. 2 in the red zone, may I add. Throwing the ball on second down when they really could have just run the ball, and shoot up some more time and all that other stuff, because I guarantee they would have going for it on 4th down. I mean, you would have thought that Ron Rivera, the guy that who I've called a bonehead several times, was calling the plays for the Falcons, because they did everything in their power to lose this game. This is why I think, yes, it's good that Washington got the win, but I'm not impressed. I mean, it's kind of like that Cardinals game and the Broncos game. Now I was pissed with the Broncos game, because they almost let that game going. But the defense played bend don't break, so they had a breakthrough. Can they be consistent, especially with the Giants coming to town next week, and Washington really got to beat the bricks off the Giants? So it is what it is there. So that's why I'm not impressed. But yeah, the Falcons really beat up themselves. They really beat themselves really because the game was there for the taking. The 2 point conversion, really. And they missed the first one. Obviously, I think it was a PI call on Ben St. Just, and then they tried to get inside the one, and there was a tackle. Who saved the tackle? Khalid Hudson. Khalid Hudson. Another shout out to him, another defensive guy that actually stepped up, was pretty solid today. So he gets a game ball. So there you go. But yeah, the Falcons really did everything in their power to lose this game. In my opinion, Washington uh, got the win. Um, got the win. So it is what it is there. Let's see um what happens there. But that's it. That's all, y'all. If there's anything I missed, let me know. Let me know what you guys think about this game. Am I being too pessimistic for my own good? Let me know. But until then, guys, keep it real. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.